show starts in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very good evening, people. It is Thursday today, the 6th of January, meaning it's Orthodox Christmas almost. Is it 5th or 6th? I can't remember, but really apologize for being late. We are having some injuries in the back room. I think Phil Standish, he pulled a hamstring muscle. He's running late. He's running on one leg. But anyway, I'm here to join by beautiful Kalula. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. As I say, I'm gutted that Christmas is over. I need to find people to share the candy canes with, and I just hope that we keep on winning. That make me happy.
100%. Listen, how gassed are you after our slapping performance against Bournemouth? That was beautiful, wasn't it?
We needed it. What got me as well was when Villa came in and made sure Spurs didn't get their points. And I was like, I'm so happy because it gave us the opportunity, but we need to keep on going. And it's nice to see us get more than one goal.
100%.
You know, those 1-0 wins are so scary because you know that at any moment it can change. But then when I saw Casemiro, when I saw
No. It's Casemiro. Casemiro.
And
Listen,
then Shaw as well, and then Rashford coming in. It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Listen, as I said, I had my starting 11 lined up, but you know, in football, injuries do happen during during warm-up. But I also want to introduce to the stage Mr. Talk Football, Niall James. Welcome to the show, sir.
All right.
Whoops, what's going on here? He's frozen. We still have injuries. What's going on? Kalula, we just have to improvise, you and me. Seems that those hamstrings.
Bring him back in. I did see him. It's one of those days, guys. You know what it's like.
Technical issues.
Yeah.
New Year's. People, whatever you are, and we need help from the audience that are watching now. Drop us some likes. Drop us some love because we are experiencing some major issues, and we know the city's playing, so maybe it's that Haaland, like the Viking, is trying to cut the cables because he doesn't want us to be winning the league. What do you reckon?
It's the curse.
It's the curse.
It's the curse. Don't let them get us. Don't let the baby blue curse get us. It's red. Yeah, that's it.
Big up Ayush away, Fulham. Everton always, Wolves away. There's wins where crucial. We'll usually draws the games. But I don't think so, Ayush. Ten Hag is cooking, a 4-5 course meal. I heard that you're a very good chef as well. You cooked up a storm over Christmas, Kalula.
Yeah, it's all about marinating, and that's what Ten Hag is doing. It's getting that spice,
the marinade, the
sauce,
sauce,
the seasoning. It's getting it done.
Big up Lancel Jr. Hello, Kalula. Hello, Mick. Yeah, big up to you. Hello, back to you wherever you are in the world. Let me know in the comments below which part of the world you are chatting from. 100%. Let's go into Mark Contador. Good to you all. I follow you on Twitter. Yes, I know you do, Mark. And I remember every person that DMs me and tweets. So, but listen, guys, thank you for being the bench warmers. We need more bench warmers in a way. And so Phil Standish, you're in the background. Vice Captain Phil are in the house. How you feel? It's not working. We're having problems.
Oh, poor
God
Phil.
help us.
Phil, come
oh
to
my
us.
God.
Come on, let's do this, Phil. Oh no.
Let's do this. Niall. This is Major Tom to Grand Control. Are you up? Are you good?
Yeah, I am, mate. Don't know what's wrong with the camera.
What happened?
Oh,
don't know. It's just the camera. It's not picking me up. But...
No. We were just saying it's the city curse, right?
Yeah. It's a baby blue curse.
Yeah, we don't.
How you doing, Babs?
Doing well. I got. Even though there's a Royal Mail strike, my tankard came So my Man United tanker came. It was awesome. And apple ties has gone up in price. I'm not happy about that.
Guys, I'll let you take it away a bit.
Let's go.
Talk to me about the game that we, the scintillating win, the 3-0 slapping Bournemouth. They didn't have a chance, did they? No. What was your reflection over that game?
You're going to hate me for it, but I think everyone built it up more than what it actually was. Like everyone was saying how exciting and silky football there was. I think that really only happened for the 3 goals. Everything else was pretty bang average for me. But
Really? Yeah.
I don't know. It's still improvement. It still wins. And like Kalula said before, we are scoring more than 1 goal. So we'll take it. Once he gets his players in, he's got the right style, then we'll start banging them in for fun.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm a total opposite. We could have been playing a Sunday League team. I wouldn't have cared. The points are the points, and I was excited. That Casemiro goal showed me a set piece. We were not doing set pieces. That I was so happy to see a set piece. I was ecstatic. It even distracted me from the darts, so that's how I know that I love that.
Did it
goal.
really? Because all I saw on Twitter was you banging on about darts.
It was just
Seriously.
What I will say is that goal with Casemiro, I think it livened up the team. And then I'd say Luke Shaw, who I call KFC Shaw, that was good. Finger licking good. That's what I'll say. I did like that goal, and I like seeing players. Everyone always says that we need a striker. What I liked about Casemiro and about Luke Shaw and about you don't have to be a striker to get the goal. If you're in that box and you've got the opportunity, you need to go for it. You need to be up and down the pitch, and that's what I liked about our team against Bournemouth. I felt for Bournemouth because I've seen them play better, but that's not my problem. I just like the fact that we got the points, and that, as I keep saying to people, Villa did us a service by beating Spurs.
Well, I think that was their 7th loss in a row, wasn't it, against us?
Kalula, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. It's always coming your way. The magical twinkle. Love your comments, mate. You know what? But anyway, it feels good to be read. I don't remember last time when we were as united as a fan base. Everyone is aligned with the Erik ten Hag train. And yeah, boy, does it feel good, I just get a text message from Standish. Vice captain is injured. He's sorry. He's having some issues. So, yeah, what's going on here, Kalula? Help us. If you're out there, Superman, help us. Don't send us more kryptonite, please. Let's go to the comments.
Let's see.
Yeah, Ayush is saying Arsenal lost to United, draws to Newcastle. How do they think they can win PL? They can win Sunday League. Kalula, do you agree?
I do. With Arsenal at the moment, I feel like they've got a lead at the moment, but they need to be scared. They need to be scared because people are coming for them, especially City. And I don't want to see City. I don't want to see anyone else win. That's fact for me. I'm still happy that Liverpool and Chelsea don't know what they're doing at the moment, and I want them to stay that way. But I don't think Arsenal's as comfortable as they think they are. I don't think they came in after the World Cup banging, and they needed to. They needed to because they're getting Haaland was already annoyed that he didn't get to go to the World Cup, so he's been honestly, I think he's been super saying it in the background because he just wants to get it. He wants to win, but everyone needs to be that. You need that blood. You've got to want to win, and I just don't know if Arsenal's got it.
Niall, talk to me about Liverpool.
But by the way, I just want to say first, I am smiling and moving my head around and stuff, but for some reason the camera's not showing it. So it feels weird.
What's going on with Liverpool? What's going on with the left foot Darwin Núñez?
It's not just about Núñez, is it? It's just the team, mate. Aging midfield, injured midfield. The back line's pretty poor, really, other than Van Dijk, and he's been shocking as well. So it's just not going right for them. And I said on the last show, they're not making top four.
They're not. And mid-table Chelsea as well.
I don't know, probably.
Check the L over Enzo Fernandez. God, are we so happy about that one?
There's a load of feedback. I don't know who it is.
I don't know. There's a lot of feedback coming on from the transfer market as well. And boy, did I do a smashing morning show today. And you know what? Enzo is not coming to Chelsea. I'm happy. Guys, we still have some technical issues. We still, like, Niall is coming in and out. I don't know what's going on with Phil. But we are happy. You know, it's football. Like, let's see. Let's go to the comment section. Lanza Jr. saying, set pieces been great this season. Yeah, Benny McCarthy, isn't it? Isn't it Benny McCarthy? Isn't it, Kalula?
Yeah, that's what we needed. One of the things with the Bournemouth game that made me realise, I watched some of Bournemouth set pieces, and I'm not going to lie, I remember how we were with them. So that's why I felt for Bournemouth, because I could see Bournemouth making the mistakes that we were making a few seasons ago, where we just couldn't get it done. And then seeing our glorious one, I was like, yes, that's a. I'd say I don't. It sounds bad. I don't care who we're playing. Let's get those 3 points. Wolves is a tricky team for us, and we beat Wolves because Wolves are. I feel like Wolves in the locker room. Oh, we're against like a rubbish team, or we're against oh yeah. So for example, Wolves. Anyone that's middling. So let's say if Wolves have Everton, they're not going to care. As soon as Wolves gets the top 6, they're like, oh, we're gonna do it now, and we're gonna just be troublesome. It was nice. It was nice to get those points. And I kind of knew we were going to beat Bournemouth, but I didn't think we were going to beat them 3-0 because of us. Look at our goal difference. It was nice to see us get more than 1 goal.
Our goal difference is absolutely shocking.
Here's the thing, right? You know, we have sorted out our world-class defense at the moment. We saw the applause of Martinez World Cup winner coming in, just getting that 5 minutes. Was a glorious feeling, wasn't it? Right. And even if I had a little bit of that Ollie vibe, PTSD, like, you know, oh shit, no, we're going to play with the old back 4. Like, you know, I got really a bit nervous. Like, oh, all I was missing was the McFred. It's like, no. But honestly, they did quite all right, didn't they? Like, you know, I don't remember anyone doing any mistakes. Yeah, there were some clips of Harry Maguire doing a little bit of blunders, and Casemiro was going in at him and, you know, giving him a little bit of hard stick. But, you know, at the end of the day, I thought it was a solid performance. The midfield
Everything's
is firing.
going wrong. I can't even hear you.
Oh no.
No.
Cursed.
We are cursed.
I
think
will
it's
say with the lineup, when I saw Lindelof and Maguire, I was worried. I was worried seeing them together because there's been so many times where they haven't.
I think Bob Marley here, Cedric has sent us some curse all the way from Jamaica, man. Big up, family. Big up, Cedric. Good to see you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a bench warmer. We need more bench warmers because we have injuries. Niall, we can see you.
Camera's working and our sound isn't.
Oh no.
We can 100% hear you, my friend.
I'm gonna have to go to Niles and set up his tech.
Big up, Carl Pearson, who is a very, very gentle man that keeps writing me DMs, and we are just starting to follow each other. Carl, big up for coming to the show. Good evening to you all. I know you're living in US. I know you're from UK as well. But from the USA, scary thing that we are not near where Eric Hart wants us to be. Imagine us with a few more world-class signings. This team is going to places top 4 minimum. Carl, I will tell you one thing. The way people are saying right now, it's looking like we are challenging for other things than top 4. We are joint 3, and we can beat City. We can beat Arsenal 100%, and then we're sitting sweet. Phil Standish, you made it. Hi, Phil.
Evening, everybody. How are we doing?
Good evening, Captain. Yeah, it's all good.
I have been listening, but you couldn't see me backstage. I was sat there, so I have been part of it, whatnot. So, yeah,
we're all here finally.
Yeah.
It's the 60th minute when Ollie only would do substitutions in the 60th minute. We're here now.
I mean, honestly, when I've just come back in, but the time before, my camera actually started working, but I had no audio from you guys. Now I've come back in, I've got the audio from you, and the camera ain't working again.
We
Well,
can see you.
it's that
What?
curse, it's that Caribbean curse, like in a Cedric.
Hey.
It's like,
Big up,
"Aye,
Cedric."
aye."
No,
Aye, Captain.
I'm Trini. My dad's Trini. You can't blame the Caribbean for this.
Yeah. Let's go to the comments, people. Mark Contador, thank you again for your contribution, for being a sub, calling it for what it is. Says the front three needs to be fluid and not rigid in 2023. Yes, do we agree with that? The days of lump it up to the big man are long gone. Yeah.
Try telling that to Big Sam Allardyce, Mark. Sean Dyche. Get one up top. Get one up top now.
Yeah, not good. It's all good. But listen, guys, Frankie Lampard, Lamphead genius, apparently he had a quite good IQ test score. He's doing relegation at the moment. Phil, what do we know? What can we expect from Everton to rock up tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they're going to keep fighting to the end. But the thing is, at the moment, they're just not performing as a team, are they? I think that Frank's seeing the finish line. I think he knows he's in sat race. Probably Moisey's a little bit relieved because I think he thought he was. He's probably hanging on a bit of a joint second, I think, at the moment. But I think Lampard's that race for this year. I think if we get a good result against them, I think that could be his last game. Yeah, I think that we'll just have too much. Even though I know I said on one of your lives earlier this week about the fact that I was a bit concerned on how many chances we conceded in our recent games. I've had a greater think about it, and those chances that we were conceding was only one. We were like 2-0 up, something like that. And I think that was just based on just taking it too easy, taking our foot off the gas. I think Ten Hag would have ripped into them because of it. And I just think that from the start, one of our issues that we really had end of last season and beginning of this season was a really slow start to the game. And there are still teams coming at us a little bit, but we seem to be getting better at that as well. I just don't think Everton are going to come racing out. They're so low on confidence at the moment. I mean, obviously Lampard's going to tell them to rush out and do what you can, and you've got nothing to lose, and this is your cup.
They'll definitely be physical.
Yeah, absolutely. They always are. They always are a very physical team. I may always remember that game years and years ago when we were playing at Goodison, and Phil Neville was playing for Everton and took out Ronaldo on the wing. Turned the game around. We lost the game that day based on the fact of that tackle. I'm convinced of it because that was a crunching tackle. They got away with it. The crowd were behind them, and it made a huge difference. But they will be physical, but I think that Ten Hag's got them ready for that. I don't think they're a soft team anymore. I don't think they get bounced off the ball as much. And I think whoever plays, whether it be the starting 11 that we used to see in, or it would be some changes to players and give other people. I think anyone with something to prove to Ten Hag and saying the derby coming up next week, start what I can do, sort of thing.
Kalula, do you agree? What can you say about that?
I do agree. The problem with the last few seasons wasn't any other team but ourselves. We wouldn't get that, as you said, get the gas on. With the first half, we'd go there and look like lost boys. They wouldn't have any, the mentality wasn't there. It was like someone really Debbie Downered our team. Now at least we can see that people are going out with the energy, going up and down the pitch. I do think we're going to win, but we do have to watch out because it's like there's some teams that if Everton haven't been doing well, but they're going to see it's Man United. And there's going to be some riling stuff there because we're not just any other team. There is rivalry there. That's why we have it with Leeds, we have it with Everton. Wolves is a bugger to us. There's certain teams that go, it's you, and they come out of nowhere. I think the key thing we've got is that we've got a good manager. Lampard, for a day is the thing. With Lampard, I don't think he's going to be able to ever get
A job again.
He's not gonna ever get what he needs to get out of that team. And I think Lampard should only manage maybe a Championship team or League One, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he did it. Was he at Derby, wasn't he?
He was at Derby, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he didn't actually do anything with Derby, did he? Am I right in saying that? Didn't he like take relegation or something?
Hang on. Did somebody did something with Niall? Didn't Marvel come in and do Invisible Man? There you are. There you go. He just did this one, Rise of the Dead, like walking.
Well, I'm not on the actual YouTube camera, am I? So I thought I'd just relax.
I can see.
You are on it.
Right, can you? All right, you can help. It's not showing it on mine.
To get to it,
you just disappeared, like came up like Dracula, like whoop. Go on, Kalula.
On mine, it's got me frozen, so I didn't know.
What I can say is, no matter what team we go against now, we're in a position we didn't think we'd be in when Brentford kicked our butt at the beginning of the season. We can't relax. It doesn't matter who we go against. We need to go out and do it. And if we do that and we get back our Fergie intimidation, teams are going to get scared. And that's what we need. And
that's coming back.
The first one.
Rivals, be scared. Mick is in a good mood. By the way, a disclaimer, I mentioned it's Thursday the 6th, but basically I forgot. At me, it's the 6th now because I'm sitting in Thailand and it's 2:25 in the morning. So things that you do for the fan base, right? Niall, final thoughts before you die. Again. You just risen up like Dracula. You came like. What's your take on Frankie's team? Frankie goes to Hollywood. No.
Will Frankie de Jong then? What's going on there?
Will he be taking over Southgate's job, possibly?
Oh God, no, mate! Don't say that. Okay, now.
Sorry.
No, I'm just glad that it seems Frank is staying in his post at least until our game. Because we don't want another new manager bounce like we did with Villa. I mean, even if it's fucking Duncan Ferguson, that's just taking over again for a few games. Look how pumped up he'll get them. He's done it before. So I'm just glad he's in charge. Should be a routine win, I think.
Phil?
I think that would key for us.
100% agree.
Yeah, you agree.
100%. I mean, that is one of the things that always catches us out. As you say, it happened with Villa, it's happened with other teams in the past. Even Fergie time, it happened. You get a new team, they come rallied up, ready to go, riled up by the new manager or the manager. Like, come on, lads! Let's be honest. We saw it in the Spurs game. Not a new manager, but we saw Conte walk into the change themselves out, lads, and walk back out.
But I mean, look at Duncan Ferguson. There's going to be nobody that can rile up that home team, that crowd, than Duncan Ferguson. He's Everton through and through, isn't he? They have that connection with him. He's been there, in 20, 30 years.
Dunk it like Duncan. Speaking
I can't stand the bloke, but...
speaking of...
I mean, the difference is we're at home tomorrow as well, aren't we?
Yeah. I want to take it to the bench warmers. Speaking of... I mentioned something rising up from the dead to you, Mr. Niall.
Yeah.
Carl from USA saying Arsenal going to struggle without Jesus. I mean, not any Jesus. I mean, we know that Jesus rose up from the dead, but Jesus is a big miss for them. For me too, in my life.
Come on, mate. Be cultured. It's Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah. Sorry. Ayush. I love you, Ayush. You're always one of the faithful. Liverpool is off American League. Huh? Off to American League? What?
Who?
We're going to get rid of houses to...
Yeah, I think he's basically being bought by American owners. That's the sort of thing that he's very into. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it'll be another Qatari, Dubai, something like that. I'll be buying them as well. Will be probably similar looking to buy United at the same time. What that guy said about Jesus, I think I understand what he's saying about Jesus, but I don't think they're going to struggle. through the lack of Jesus, they have got. If they get injuries, then they're going to struggle.
I'm with you on that, Phil.
The team that are playing at the moment really well, even when Nketiah coming in, he's got something to prove because Jesus is out. Got Martinelli.
Jesus wasn't banging goals for fun though, was it? Before he got injured, so I don't think he will be much of a miss. Maybe in the build-up
He was on
play.
a small goal drought. He was. I think it was 3 games without a goal, but Arsenal were still running the league and doing really well.
Yeah.
They got really frustrated against Newcastle. Newcastle played a really good game. Saved some great tackles, some good defensive work.
Oh, mate, it was like watching football back in the 90s, wasn't it? It was a cracking game. Yeah.
What I will
It was
say
a good
about
game to watch.
Arsenal's proven something that we need to stick with. They've had their manager for a long time, and when you've got other teams like Watford and you've got other teams that are just like sacking like nothing, he's had such a development time, and now it's in fruition. Now you're seeing it, and that is why a lot of teams need to look at that and go, he's been there a long time.
It's not just them as well. City with Pep and Liverpool with Klopp. Klopp's been there 7 years, and he had to build up and build up.
One thing I will say about Liverpool at the moment, I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans turn against him, which is the first time he's not doing well. So that they're not good, that's what I've seen. But I will say Arsenal's the key one because they haven't been doing well for donkey's years. But they stuck with their manager.
What was his excuse for losing last time? What was like, he's going to blame it on the raindrop to hit the ball, or.
But what I mean is that it's sticking with your manager. A lot of people don't really. You can't, unless you're going to get a cat and nine tail whip, you can't make the players run. You've got to get a good mentality there. You've got to get a good.
Kalula, look at United. It's the prime example. We just keep changing managers, but each manager that comes in has 3, 4, 5 different managers' players. It's just a mismatch, and they never get time to build their own squad. And our ownership never let them sell them anyway because they're an asset on a balance sheet. So
and we need to let Tag do it because Tag came in, he analysed, he's let people play that we disagreed with, but let's look at the example of keeping a manager and letting him really get into the club and get into the team because that's really what Fergie did.
Panel, I want to go back to the bench warmers. Lancel Jr. is kind of mentioning something that we talked about. Todd Bowley, Woodward 2.0. Yeah, 100% Lancel. You made a good point. Something that I spoke about this morning in the morning transfer show, that Todd Bowley is clueless. He's basically going after Arsenal's target now, Mudryk as well.
I mean, last summer, though, it was Barcelona that were copying what Chelsea were doing and taking all Chelsea's targets. And now Chelsea are taking everyone else's.
Who wants to read this from Mark?
Death, taxes, and an Arsenal implosion are guaranteed in life.
I swear to God, my best mate is a gooner. Like, he's my brother from another mother. And he's on. Yeah, they are doing fine. I mean, considering.
I don't think they're going to fall off.
No, I don't know, but I don't think they're going to make it. I don't think they're going to win the league. They don't have this squad enough.
I think this is the first wobble that they've had. Normally, they start to wobble just before Christmas and then continue down on a downward spiral. But they just look a little bit different this year. They've got, the manager is right behind them. You saw his antics on the pitch. I know he got ripped to shreds for it, lost all over social media with him stomping everywhere because something didn't quite go his way. But that's because he's got passion and he'll be really riling that team up for the next game. And I can't see them going on a spiral unless they get some big injuries. I just can't see. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but they're really going to be up there towards the end, I think.
Footnote. What did I say? Footnote. Sorry. What did I say in the last stream together? I said, quote, Newcastle will be the one that takes the wheel off Arsenal. This happened. So I'm looking forward to slap Arsenal again, because we are the only ones that slapped them just recently when they played us at Old Trafford. We played them off the park. They can say whatever they want. We played them off the park. I remember I did a watch along on that one, and I was screaming. I was almost running around naked in my garden doing laps. You know what I mean? But I'm confident to go to Arsenal. There's party, no party. Party probably going to get injured. He can only play 4 games in a row, and then he's injured. X, Y, Z. Just going to take it to the comments here again. Another one regarding Todd the Shark Bowley just throwing money with no project. Does that ring in the bell, Panel? We used to have a Woodward.
That's why he's saying he's Woodward top 2.0, isn't it?
Yeah. Ayush.
The difference
Kalula,
was Woodward said he could do things that others couldn't, so
Hmm.
he certainly did that. Something big.
Ayush is saying, big up, mate. I know you're studying for your PhD. You were DMing me the other day. Ayush, I would love you to have you on the show one day because you've been a loyal contributor. If Enzo Fernandez is 120 mil, then Bruno Fernandez is 320 mil. Ayush, I love the positivity.
We
Nice.
can always rely on Ayush.
Phil, it's
I tell
time
you
for
what,
the lineup.
Arsenal's okay,
Yeah,
man.
sorry, go.
Arsenal's next games, they've got Oxford in the cup, and Spurs, Everton, Brentford, and City. So bit of a telling run coming up.
I'd say that's pretty much like ours, really, isn't it? If you're looking at quality of opposition in them games, because they've got Spurs and City, we've got Arsenal and City, so and the rest are pretty routine wins, aren't they?
I do think though that it could
Absolutely.
I do think it could unsettle them because one, you've got like the London Jazz, Brentford like upsetting everyone. That's one thing that they do really, really well is upsets.
They
Then
do
you've
really
got
well
Spurs,
against top six as well.
yeah. Then you've got Spurs, Arsenal, which is like on their doorsteps. Even though Arsenal was originally South London, now they're on their doorsteps. So then you've got them two. They've got more mentality challenges because it's doorstep rivalry. Luckily, we've only got the one, which is City.
But guys,
I'm hoping
guys,
that mess them up.
there is one team that we missed to mention, actually, and I'm going to throw it back to the benchwarmers that are saying Newcastle could be interesting. Scotty McTominay, maybe one to watch in the summer. We kept forgetting. Nobody's talking about Newcastle, actually. Do we think that Newcastle is going to maintain this form and end up in top four, or do you think they're going to? If they buy Tom McTominay for 30 mil, what do you say? Would you ship him off, or?
I'd do it, but it's not happening. But Newcastle are definitely going to be up there in the top 400%. I've said it before in the previous show. Once from the moment Eddie Howe took charge last season to the end of the season, based on them amount of games, they was second in the table for form. So it's no surprise that they're where they are now this season. What the surprise is the unreal consistency he's managed to get out of them players in that team for nearly 2 seasons.
I have a lot of chats coming in through, but I want to continue with the positive one. Mr. Positive himself again.
There we go.
We are in for a title race.
He's not the first to say it. I've seen it all over Twitter. It's embarrassing.
I will say
Why
about
should
Newcastle,
it be?
Sorry to interrupt. I will say about Newcastle, it's not just the money, it's the fluidity that they've got. That was the thing that scared me. It scared me the most because we've had teams before that were just like money, buying players, and they weren't synergizing. But we're seeing them, they're doing it now. And that's
he's
why
buying the players to work, isn't he?
Next season, all the teams in the league must be saying to themselves, and they have to say, we got to watch Newcastle next season because the summer transfer, they're going to kick our ass.
Yeah, once they've got European football, that's when they're going to get the big names in.
Mr.
But they'll be the
saying,
right big names.
Mr. Cedric, thank you so much. Big up, Niall. Big up, Mick. Big up, Phil. Big up, Kalula. Great stream. Big up to you, Cedric, for being great bench warmer as well.
Gracias, mi amigo.
Shout out. Amigos. We have also a new one for the first time. I have never seen your name. So welcome to Mufc Realist TV. Adeleke. I hope I didn't slaughter your name. I hope I said it right. I think Chelsea and other teams are doing bits in the transfer market now because they know money is coming into United and there will be full of battle to come in the summer. 100%.
That's not a bad shout,
That's a good shout.
Absolutely.
We do it again. Absolutely. You know what? I'm not confident there's going to be any transfers from United's side. It is most likely going to be loan deals, but I'm adamant to say that with the new owners coming in, the big target will be in the summer. And watch the space. I think they're going to go big in the summer market to back Erik ten Hag, and we will be challenging for 100% sure for the title next year. Even if we don't take it, even if we finish top 4, 3rd, 2nd, that's a big achievement for Erik ten Hag. What do you guys reckon?
Well,
just on that as well, I think.
I'll let Phil go first.
Phil, go Phil.
Go,
I
Phil.
was going to say, I think one of the things that when you come in, they're not daft. They've seen what's going on with the Glazers. They've seen they are completely against the ownership. They're going to come in Real Madrid or Barcelona style, not run out of money, but actually try and get a big name and show we're serious. We're going to do.
You worried me then, Phil, saying Barcelona.
Yeah, I think they're going to throw money at the club initially. I'm not going to say it's going to keep coming that way. Throw money at the club. They're going to make changes straight away to the ground. They're going to improve the facilities. They're going to make a bit. They're going to want a big name signing, something that's going to go, all right, brilliant, and then get behind the new ownership because that's what they need.
Phil, can I throw a seed to your vision in your mind? Like if Erik ten Hag can transform his thought process to his player to do well, so can I to you.
What? Sorry?
Mbappe.
See, I knew it was coming.
Mbappe. What do you say about Mbappe?
You know my thought. My thought. You know my thoughts. I think he's absolute world United. But my only concern is Rashford is our own, and he is playing his best football he's played in a long time, possibly in his career, and he plays on the left wing. And if you're going to bring Mbappe in, you've got to be able to convert Rashford into a centre forward or a right winger or whatever. But we've got Sancho, who is on his way back. We've got Ahmad, who's playing fantastic at the moment, and we know that there's rumours he's going to come back into the team.
Yeah.
We are getting the team. Mbappe, we do need a wonder signing, but the wonder signing needs to be someone who can play centre forward.
Can I just say, Phil?
Team, wait. Yeah,
From.
Phil, wait. Does Standish deserve an standing applause for his comment? What do you reckon? Vote?
No, not yet. I'm going to roast him.
I'm voting. I'm going in. All in.
No. Where did Mbappe play for France?
Say again.
Where did Mbappe play for France in the World Cup?
He played left wing most of the time, and when they were failing, they brought him into centre forward.
And apparently he wants to be a striker, but just not at PSG because Neymar's there in the way for him. But
I got forgiven. I got the name right, Adelke. Thank you so much for confirming. You know, I'm suffering from dyslexia. There is a handicap that I was born with. There's nothing I can do. You know, I remember Carl was DMing me say, "Hey mate, you did a little bit of misspelling in your banner," and it's like, "Oh, thank you."
Well,
that's what it is.
What I will say is Mbappe for me. Oh, sorry. Phil.
Go ahead.
No, go on.
Mbappe for me is my dream signing because Rashford and him, that acceleration, and I'm actually really happy that City signed Haaland because I think Mbappe might be looking and thinking, I want to challenge you because Mbappe's got that mentality. Look at the World Cup. The first bit of it was boring, the final, and then Mbappe's side decided I'm going to just do this on my own. I'm just going to go for it, and he still kept his cojones. Even with that first penalty, look how young he is, and he took the first penalty and he did it, and we did that. And that would really, really help the mentality. He's a United mentality. He is. I don't care if it's the 96th minute. I want a goal. That is
absolutely.
I wouldn't go for.
You've got the Rooney. You've got Rooney in him, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't go for Jude Bellingham. One of the commenters said Jude Bellingham because Jude Bellingham, if you saw at the World Cup, I don't know what they were doing when they were headbutting each other, but he had such a connection with that Liverpool player. But I think it might have been... it
was Henderson, wasn't it?
It was Jordan Henderson. They've already been making connections, so...
Well, I think if I remember correctly, his family support Liverpool.
Yeah, listen, hang on a second, hang on. Kalula, you have delivery. I think it's, Santa you still have your Christmas decoration, but I think Santa just coming, he's going to deliver you all the targets. Mbappe's, he's going to deliver you Bellingham, Enzo Fernandez.
No, don't keep Bellingham if his family supports Liverpool. Keep him.
Yeah.
I don't want him anymore.
Inside job.
No,
right.
And we've just got to go for that target signing. We'll get the money, but we've got the players already. And Ten Hag is using our players correctly. I don't think January is our time. It's definitely the summer. And as I say, I completely support what Phil said as well, because the one thing, the wonder signing, but the other thing is we are Man United. There are people all across the world. You can go to Japan, Africa, England, Thailand, the Trinidad and Tobago. There is always someone wearing United shirt. we are a business as well, and who would be that's the thing. That's the thing.
Who made United famous in Trinidad and Tobago? The one and only Dwight York, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we stole him.
Yeah. Listen, we can talk for hours about transfer and wishful list. I know we're getting giddy.
Yeah.
I know we're getting sold and all that. But we're here also to talk about the starting 11, right? We have a game to play tomorrow. Standish.
Yep.
Let's. You want to do this, right?
Yeah, ready.
Just for your new audience, we have a tradition that every time we do a review, I have football philosophy, which is Phil Standish. He picks the lineup. I have nothing to say about it. I question it when he sends me over the WhatsApp and say, "Are you sane, mate?" Let's see what Phil has prepared for us today.
I've made some changes, and some will be questionable, and some. But it's based on what I believe to be available and trying to get fresh legs and giving people a chance to have a run out. So I've put Dallo in at right back because obviously he came on at the game. I think he just needs a chance to get his legs going again. I mean, obviously he had that shot on target, so he's not that far off. He's looking better at fitness. Obviously we know exactly what he can. Cup winner who plays for Man United. Fantastic, well done, bring it. He's going to bring that mentality. He's got the passion. He's obviously ran out of the last game. I think we saw a weakness, as I say, when that mentality dropped when it went to 2-0 with Maguire and Lindelof. That weakness showed, not just movement or the decision making, but their actual drive the team along, and I think Varane and Martinez both have that where they won't stand for it. So yeah, I've left Varane out just based on the fact of not that he needs a rest, but we don't want him to get injured, so he's kind of managing him. I don't think he'll see Everton as a problematic team for scoring at the moment because they're not really scoring much. Damari Gray, long shots. You know, that they're not clicking as a team and getting those goals. So I don't think, and that's why I've left Shaw out as well for resting him before the City game. He doesn't need. He's well on form at the moment, so he could keep him in for that reason. But again, I've put Malacia in. I've took Casemiro, not because obviously we know he is probably our best player this season so far. About that. Obviously Rashford for that as well. He's putting the goals in, but what happens on the ball, off the ball, his passing from Casemiro, his delivery.
So you reckon Casemiro is going to get a rest?
I'm just not sure Ten Hag enough. Obviously, because it's his first season. I've not seen his style enough to does rest players, so he just keeps pushing. But he's already commented about the fact that changes are going to happen at some point throughout the season because the extra pile up. If you're going to rest against anybody, you're going to rest against Everton and ahead of the City game, which is just around the corner. And I know you can only take one game at a time. I think he'll put him on the bench. He doesn't play him to bring him on and make a difference. McTominay, he'll be the natural swap because I think Fred, he's been playing him further forward when he is coming on to make that difference and when we're like push him just for a bit more sort of thing.
I'm just going to the panel here to the bench saying I think we go strong against Everton and can change up against Charlton. Maybe.
I agree personally.
Before we go into the midfield, I mean, I really appreciate and always interested to hear your thought process. But if you go on the back line, in the back four, guys in the panel, in the comments, are we agreeing with the back line, or do you think that he will go strong in the back? He will still go with Martinez, Varane, Shaw, Dalot, or do we agree what Phil is saying there? At the end of the day, we never get it right anyway.
I agree with Phil because the reason I agree with Phil is because we need to be logical and we need to look at the team that we're against and what do we want to win. I think that with the Charlton game, we need to storm them because we could get silverware. Really, Ten Hag needs to be looking at silverware. So I actually do the resting on the Everton match and go more for the Charlton match. I know logically it doesn't sound correct, but as a manager, that's my thought process because if we win anything, That's gonna be beautiful because it's been a long time, guys, and you gotta look at it logically. So
I think he's going to rotate 25% of the
Yeah.
starting lineup at each game at the minute for the next week or so.
Just going to Lanza Junior, say go strong, just put Malassi in for sure. Yeah, that could be a plausible. But I'm going with Phil Standish. Let's move on to the midfield. You picked McTominay. I agree. I'm not sure if he's going to rest Casemiro, but he needs a rest. You know what I mean? So yeah. Bruno never rests. That's a given, right?
Yeah, that's not fair. A lot of people.
I think there's a possibility.
Sorry, Phil.
And sorry, I was just saying it's not fair. A lot of people are dissing Bruno, but we've had season of him playing every single game, and we need to get him back in a good headspace and get him back to. He's got it. He's got the talent, but it's not a fair thing just to play him.
Ericsson should be up in number 10 more often.
I think Ten Hag was getting Van der Beek ready for this position, for this game and for the Charlton game. And obviously, I felt sorry for Van der Beek because he was probably playing his best game this season.
Yeah.
His passion, you could see that the tears was not for the pain in his leg, it was the pain and the anguish, knowing that he's going to miss out, knowing that he was getting his chance. And it's probably been coming, probably Ten Hag said, look, I'm getting you ready for this game and this is it, this is your chance, let's see what we can do. It might actually be a blessing in disguise for Van der Beek at this point because it's going to get him through the transfer window where there was rumours that he was going to get shipped out, and now he's not going to get sold. And
I think that means it's the end of his career now, because I think that means now he's not got the chance anymore until summer to prove he's worth staying at the club.
Right.
So I think this now could actually have the opposite effect, and because he's not going to get them chances now to cement anything, he will end up being out.
I don't
He's got
agree.
the curse.
I don't agree. I think that he's had such a torturous time at the club,
Yeah,
and he's been
me
treated
too.
unfairly. I feel like let him get over the injury, and I think he's going to come back and prove us all wrong.
I'd love nothing more than that, Kalula. I'd love nothing more than it.
I really
Can I say
like
something?
him with
Can I
us.
say that? Yeah.
He can give
Sorry,
us-
Kalula.
No, sorry.
Sorry for interrupting. I'm with Kalula. I think he had a bad spell, the curse for some reason. He was.
No, I totally agree.
He was really good in the first half. I was watching him. I said he was really good, and so unlucky to get that injury. Like, oh my god! I wish him speedy recovery, and I hope he's got a point to prove. Oh, what happened?
Cats, mate.
Things that happens live, people.
Happens when you say
Things
bad
what
things
happens
Van der
live.
Beek.
That's it. I've got cats here and a zebra on the screen in Kalula. Don't work
I
with
love
animals
it.
and kids.
All right, let's move on, people. Let's move on. Midfield. Phil, what did we say?
You've got Garnacho on the left, based on the fact that Martial is rumoured to be injured. I think the most natural success is Rashford. Obviously, the form he's in, and this will give us a chance of what he can do from the front. I mean, we know that Fernandes, Garnacho, Rashford, they all get in the box, they all rotate, move around things. So as a starting position, I think that would be it. I think the only difference with Rashford being up front and not on the wing is his pace, because that is a strong asset that we use. He stands just behind the last defender, and as that ball's played, he just makes that run and he uses his pace to go down. And in the centre, you're not going to get that the same. So I think we will see a lot of him drifting around. And Garnacho, we saw him in the box. He likes to, but he's not quite got the same pace. But he's got the trickery and he's got the belief at the moment. He's just been a bit unlucky in his goals, because he's certainly been getting.
Just the word Garnacho, it sounds so yummy, like nacho, Garnacho. You know what I mean?
Can I add to something you said there, Phil, as well? You mentioned about Rashford, Garnacho, and Bruno all keep getting in the box. If you notice, that's what's been happening in the last few games. We've had 4 or 5 players in the box every time the ball's come in from the byline. We've not seen that for years, and that's always been our problem. We put a ball in the box, there's been no one there.
But how good
And
is
now we've actually got
Garnacho?
numbers.
How good is Garnacho?
He was there, but there was 4 other options plus the cross that came. There was 5 or 6 in the box, which made Luke able to have that space and be able to slot it in. But it was
100%.
because the defenders were very smart. There was that many of us, and we just haven't done enough of that this season, in previous seasons. But it's starting to come now, definitely.
Okay, we have 10 minutes left of this stream, people. So we agree with the front line that it's going to be a Rashford in front. We love Garnacho, of course. He's my favorite player so far of the season, the youngster of the year. What a talent. And we bought him for 475k quid, you know, about a year and a half ago. That's cheap.
From Atletico Madrid as well.
Atletico as well. Now, Anthony Dos Santos, did you have him on the right wing? Wasn't he
He's on
injured?
the right wing, yeah.
Yeah. He's another player that...
I've seen he's back in training. So if he's back, then otherwise it'd be a Langer if he's not back.
Well, from what Ten Hag said before in his press conference, I don't think Anthony will be starting. Because he said he wants to bring him back in slowly because he's not ready for 90 minutes.
And
so
this is what we like.
So either he'll start and come off, or he'll come on later.
All right, we agree on this, right, guys? Thank you, Phil, for your predicted lineup, starting 11. But you know what? We would have been rich men if we got it on Bet365. We're not sponsored by Bet365, but every time we do one, we never get it right. When did we ever got it right? Never. I mean, Ruby gets the score prediction 3 times in a row. Bada bing, bada boom, ish.
Good segue as well there, Mick.
Oh, yeah. So Lancel Jr., thank you again. He's saying that Anthony's back in training.
Yeah, he is back in training, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that he's back in training, but as I say, I didn't realise, I've not seen the presser from earlier, so I didn't know what Niall just pointed out then about the...
Yeah.
But
I mean, he could just be bluffing, but, you know...
I'm going with the brace again with the Lancel Jr. McFred and Maguire. Lindelof should handle Charlton, fingers crossed. Yeah, you know, I don't think we will go strong Charlton. You know what I mean? Are we playing at home or are we playing away against Charlton?
At home, I think.
If I'm
replaying the draw right in my head visually.
Yeah, I was thinking about all the games coming in.
So yeah, I mean it's good.
Home, yeah. Home.
Yeah.
Home, yeah. Home. We don't have to go strong considering we have Arsenal coming up. We have City first, right? It's going to be a derby.
Well, we've got Everton at home, Charlton at home, City at home, and then Arsenal away.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had a ticket to go to City
game derby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. You know, how confident are you that we're going to slap Pep Guardiola's team in the derby? I mean, derby's form is out the window.
One at a time. One game Hags rule, you know.
One game at a time.
We haven't even given our score predictions yet.
Okay, I'm jumping the gun.
That's a true challenge for us mentally. City, because if we beat City, we've got it. That will really, really do everything for us, confident-wise.
That turns the tide, doesn't it?
Yeah, it will. We need to kick those baby blues asses, man.
Oh, we got to turn that moon red.
Don't have to kick their ass. I'll take a 1-0 own goal from them. That'll do me.
Oh, maybe Hallen's like a spy and he just kicks it in the wrong goal. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, trying to defend a corner. That'll do.
And then he turns around and goes for Ollie.
All right, we're coming to the end of the show, people. I think we need to do a little bit of a score prediction, don't you reckon? So, people, before I go to my panel to ask their score prediction, of course, we are interested to hear yours. So please engage with your chat line as usual. Let us know what your score prediction are. And Ayush, I expect a 9-0 for you.
Yeah.
To be honest. All right.
It might happen.
I start with Lanza Jr. again. Oh my God, he's doing a hat trick, like in terms of chatting. 2-0, says Lanza Jr. My friend's great stream. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you so much. Thank you, big up. Thank you for your contribution.
Considering we had so many problems.
Anyone want to back Lanza Jr. with 2-0? Kalula?
I'm sorry, I'm not. I actually
Go for it.
Kalula's going to go and do an Ayush.
No, I'm not. I actually think we're gonna. You know what worries me? I think we're gonna concede a goal. I don't think we're gonna clean sheet it.
Depends on
with De Gea the way he is.
I don't know. The problem is sometimes you're fumbling, is it? You know, like recently, I'm thinking what I would want.
You are starting centre back.
It depends on who. For me, it's all about a starting lineup because I say to myself, if we're gonna go harder for another cup, what is going to be, who's he trying and erroring today? So I know what I won. Obviously, I would love that 9-0. That would be brilliant. But I'm thinking 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2-1. I do think that unfortunately we will let our guard down at one point because they've been playing badly. I don't want them to do this, and I hope one of them's listening to me right now. It doesn't matter. It's Everton. You can't take it easy.
Yeah.
They've got a special hate for us.
Niall,
I'm going to shock you.
Okay,
I'm going to shock you, mate. I'm normally conservative, negative.
White flag. Okay, tell me.
4-0.
Oh,
to Everton.
No,
United.
Red card.
No, honestly, I think 4-0. I don't think they've got a defence, and they've not got anyone up front really to hurt us. I know Kalu said De Gea can fumble and he can, but I obviously going away from what Phil said for his lineup. I think it will be Martinez and Varane back in. So I think we should be sound.
Adeleke says score will be 4. We will score 4. Garnacho, Rashford, McTominay, and Bruno. Not sure if we'll keep a clean sheet though. It's a clean sheet. We're playing a Frankie Barabing. You want a clean sheet, eh? So 4-0 to you then, Adeleke.
I'm with Adeleke. I'll take that. 4 goals.
I take that. Thank you.
Right.
Phil, mate.
Yep. I'm going to have to give my score prediction. I'm going to have to shoot, mate, because I'm supposed to be in a meeting at 8 o'clock. So apologies. But yeah, so my score, I think being at Old Trafford, the way we're playing at the moment, the form, I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to match Niles 4-0, I think. I'm feeling confident about this.
All right. 4-0 for you as well. Ooh. So it's down to me then, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Consistent. What hat should I wear? Red hat?
Just wear both.
Red.
One with a cap at the front, one with a cap at the back.
Okay. I'm putting my stinking hat on. My stinking like this. Okay. Ruby goes 3-0.
3-0.
Diplomatic, I like it.
Yeah.
I
did 3-0 last time, so I'm sticking to my lucky 3. Is the magic number. Yes, it is. We're not sponsored by them anyway. But listen, thank you for a lovely show. It was a lot of gas, a lot of positivity. I love the energy. Thank you for the bench warmers, for supporting the team. Thank you, Phil. I know you got to rush. I know you got to go to church.
Thank you.
My
See
brother,
you later,
my
Phil,
friend.
mate. Take care,
See
brother.
you tomorrow. Before you go, Phil, wanted to let the audience know that we are getting more frequently on. We're trying to do morning shows. We're trying to be more frequent and consistent times.
Yes.
And I think we'll be doing a match reaction live show after the game. For me, it's going to be very freaking late. It's going to be probably 5 a.m. where I'm sitting, but I'm doing it for the love of the game, for the love of you.
Better get back up again.
Yeah.
Just need to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night.
But I get up again. I'm never gonna get. No. Listen. So we're gonna experiment tomorrow, and you're gonna have some big announcements tomorrow. We are doing something that nobody has done before. It's like space is the final frontier. Boldly go where no one has gone before. That's a clue. Yeah. Stop. It's gonna call All Spaced Out, and you will see. Anyway, people. Thank you.
Everyone, thanks for joining. Thanks for your comments. Like, subscribe.
Everything, all that jazz. If you want to, if you don't want to, we understand. You know, I do it myself. I miss the subscribe button. I miss the hit. I like to watch the content. If you want to follow these guys, I've been doing some humble work. All the details are in the link description below. But until then, people, we have a game tomorrow. You listen. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Love you all. See you later.
Let's go, Erik ten Hag's army.
Yes. Good night, people. Oi. Thank you for watching Mufc Realist TV and this episode. Listen, if you really like what you're seeing, please continue watching other content that we provide, because it's unique content providing by a fan for the fan, allowing you to be real red for real with real opinions, because at the end of the day, we are Mufc Realist TV. even better, if you want to join our community, make us better, play for the team, hit that join button. Together we will grow and make it better. Thank you for watching, and by the way, support the team for God's sake, because that's what we do here. Cheers.